The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Victory Monday! Looking live at Oh, it's naked. It's all gone. Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where for one day,
Yeah.
it is cold. It's winter. 42 degrees. It was 80 yesterday. 42 degrees. The high is 44. The low tonight, 29 degrees.
He is Shannon. That is Nate. In the back is Chris Beam, keeping us live and local. Our boy Kurt, one pump, because two pumps get you fine. Daniel will be here momentarily. I am Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak.
Wingstop is
Here. We got our jerseys on, baby.
Yeah, those are
And, you know, and I thought, I'm like, boy, all I saw was jerseys. I'm like, man, we finna get some.
I did too. I was like, yeah, we won the game.
We won the game.
I thought the same. I was like, did I miss a wing?
We finna get some wings.
Oh man.
But they're not.
You're not here.
How are y'all after the holidays? Have we been here since Christmas? We have
No.
not. How was y'all's Christmas? Was it good?
Mine was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was yours? Work?
No.
Tough day at the office?
No. Good day at the office.
Good day at the office?
Cowboys won.
Cowboy victory. Makes it a little bit easier to talk about. What else? You want to talk about football?
Let's talk about football.
All
How
right.
about the Cowboys?
What did you think, or let me rephrase that. Were you able to take anything from this game, just knowing that neither team was really in it and who was playing and some sloppy plays, were there any bright spots? Was there anything you could take away from this game and go, okay, this was a positive or this was something to build on for next year? Or is it just kind of is what it is, second game till the end of the season? And
You know, one thing I did take from the game, and I want to see this implemented, I guess, in the next game, and something that I think that should be looked at going forward. And I encourage the fans who are following football. I've said this on the show before, but every year there's some sort of trend that happens, right? Whether it's, the advent of the small slot receiver and the advent of, four wides. And so everything takes this turn at some point in time. And I just want people to just watch in these playoffs where you start getting to these sophisticated play callers, designers, schemers. And the thing that I saw, and I want to continue to see, is you're going to see more tight end based personnels. It's on the way. Teams are going to start running more tight end sets, 12 personnel, 13 personnel in particular.
why do you think that is?
Because I'm creating a new mismatch. Because now when I go 13 personnel, which is what we consider big personnel, you match it with big personnel. So now I get my athletic tight end on one of your big people. So whether you're bringing in more linebackers, so now I create the matchup. You're not bringing in nickel. You're not bringing in another safety. You're bringing in a linebacker. So now you may have a safety cover one of the tight ends, but the other two tight ends will be covered by linebackers. Now, if I have an athletic tight end, I create the matchup now with space. And now he gets to run away from a linebacker in open space because I'll take that other receiver and I'll have him clear out a side. Mm-hmm. And now I got a tight end, boom, right there, man-to-man on a linebacker. So it's just all about the new way that I can create an advantage. Mm-hmm. And in the game, Brevis Spanford had a 30-something yard pass in the game. And I'm like, okay, we know what Brevis Spanford is as a blocker, right? hellacious blockers, guys you can put on the end of the line of scrimmage, can help with, blitz pickup, chipping, being that extra kind of offensive line, the end man on the line of scrimmage. But if you can start getting him more involved in the passing game, you got Jake Ferguson. Don't put 86 out there. You got Jake Ferguson, you got Brevis Spanford, and now maybe you can add another tight end in the offseason, right? So now you start doing these matchups where now you can have, you can go 23 personnel. No, you can go, what would that personnel be? 2 wide receivers, 3 tight ends type situation, empty backfield. Or I can go 12 personnel with 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Now I'm creating that mismatch. It helps in the passing game, right? Big plays are in that. So I want to see. I thought, okay, what does Brevis Spanford now look like as a pass catcher in the Cowboys offense? I want to see that kind of go forward a little bit.
I'm just laughing. I picked up the wrong phone.
Oh, I thought you grabbed
when
mine
you
on
saw
purpose.
it. And Jesse, when you mentioned,
Hang on 1 second. Kurt come dragging ass in here late. He's the one that texted us and said Wingstop jerseys.
I was late.
Doesn't even have the
That's
the
crazy.
outfit
That's
on.
crazy.
I'll run up and get it.
That's crazy.
I'll run up and
That
get
is
Like,
crazy.
what is going on, Kurt?
That's wild.
You okay today?
No, I'm
thinking we had
frazzled.
wings covered and everything.
Yeah, you were the main one that said
Yeah.
it.
No.
Me and Nate,
I ain't
me
even
and Nate
noticed
both
this.
thought, oh, did we miss a wing drop today? We're like, oh, Cowboy. Jesse was like, no, Cowboys won. We're like, oh, okay, all right. So
No. I got stuck at a group of us went out to lunch and the waiter just disappeared, and so I'm sitting there waiting on the check.
Oh, I thought you was late coming back from a meeting with Derek or
I
something
did
like
too.
that. You out there?
Derek was at the lunch.
You out there? Gallivanting down with the.
I know.
did Derek
Big boss.
Did Derek pay?
No,
Oh man,
but then in a rush, I forgot my jersey. I'll
It's
run up
okay.
there. And
You
get
don't
it.
have to.
More-
Go ahead, Nate.
More importantly, every team that's in the playoffs, NFC wise, is Rams, 49ers, Seahawks, Bears. They're all 3 tight ends. And if they're not hitting you with 3 tight ends, they're bringing in an extra lineman. They're bringing in an extra lineman. Is this the trend? Jesse's been. You talked about this 8 weeks ago.
Yep.
This trend is in full. It ain't coming. It's in full effect, bro. It's full blown. And I since you said, I've been just watching every team. I like to look at what is the new trend, which you brought, and how many teams are in the playoffs because of it. Mm-hmm. It's like 6, 7 teams, and I'm not even going over to the AFC, talking about this deal. What a lot of coaches have figured out, if you don't have that top 4 quarterback, that consensus top 4 quarterback, you better find another way to win and take that pressure off your quarterback. And to Jesse's point, more and more offensive coordinators are saying, just like you say, we're going to motion here, and we're motioning with a purpose, not just to confuse the defense,
right,
but to tell our quarterback, this is the most likely place you can throw the ball.
Right.
And so I'm with you 100% in that right there, because it's some trends that we are a little bit behind as far as exploiting other defenses with the same thing that Jesse is talking about. We got to catch up.
How is
We
it?
have to catch up as a football team.
Like I remember in early 2010s or whatever, we needed Gavin Escobar because we're going to do a 2 tight end formation with Witten, and Patriots they were killing it at the
Yes.
time. So is this drastically different than what was going on back then?
Daniels, we laughed at him.
Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels. We laughed at him. But he was one of those early birds that were doing things different, but under Belichick, he couldn't get. And then when he went as a head coach, he failed. Whereas Ben Johnson, we never, especially Jesse, never backed off of this guy. Ben Johnson is Ben Johnson. And evidently, he reached out to management with the Bears and said, if I'm your head coach, I have to control this. And you can tell by the way this team is ran that he controls all. So
You go, Kirk. Kirk got
go,
power.
Kirk.
Kirk make one call and things get delivered.
Yeah.
Miss K to the rescue.
Yeah.
He's always watching out for me.
Wow.
Did you even text her?
She must be listening.
She listens to this
Listen.
every show.
Nice.
You know, I look for trends that win. I had a lot of people, I hate this team, I hate that team, I hate this team. I said, well, quit hating it and watch why are they winning? Why is this team winning? So I'm noticing these big tight ends running around for the Bears. I'm running these big tight ends running around for the 49ers. And they stood over there dancing and pop locking, and they studied winning the game. I'm like, wow, our big tight end goes, and we lose. We lose a player, we lose. We lose a player, we lose. 49ers lost 13 players over the whole season, and they fighting for the NFC.
And not just backup, stars.
Star.
Fred Warner.
Yeah.
Kelsey was out. I mean, not
Gone,
Kelsey,
bruh.
Kittle was out. They've lost. Huh?
Was it Trent Williams? Was he on?
Trent
He
Williams
was
was
out last
He
night.
out last night. They lost Brock Purdy for a moment in time in the season. So and here they are. They one game away from being in first place.
No more excuses. There's no more excuses for we are injured. There's no more excuses. If you're looking for your team to be perfect, to have a perfect season, those don't exist anymore. Coach your players up.
But this falls back on on roster construction.
Yes.
Right? And see, our problem is we often look at the guys who may have been high draft picks that failed elsewhere as people that we can come here and be our starters. Mm-hmm. When we should be able to look at those scenarios and go, there's enough footage of these guys to show us that they're more of a depth piece than a starter. Because now, once we go with a depth piece, that now sets your bar, right? Like, if Mozzie Smith is your starter, okay, what's behind him? You know what I'm saying? If that's your starter, what's behind him? The guy behind him probably is going to be either on the level or he is on or worse, or you may be starting him over him. So now your starter is at that below average level. So when he goes out, you put in another below level type player. Where if, no offense to this player, but your starter is Kenneth Murray. Well, what happens when Kenneth Murray goes out? You go to Logan Wilson. He's and this is, I'm going to get off my soapbox. The question has been out, in the game. Logan Wilson didn't play a snap in the Washington game. And even, Stephen Jones came out and said something that I thought was crazy, that there was a confusion between the linebackers coach and how to get these guys reps on the snap. Okay.
What's that?
But when you get benched, and you're not a problem, like if you were a headache, like a serious headache, mm-hmm. When you get benched on the worst defense in the league, it ain't a change of scenery. It's just not. When you talk about the worst defense in the league and they decide to go an opposite direction of you, that ain't a change of scenery that's needed. It's not, because they're going to say, bro, can you play better than him? Come on, let's try him out. Then you come here and you're like, well, why you can't get on the field? For the same damn reason you couldn't get on the field on the worst defense in the league.
That's the second worst.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but these are the guys who are projected to be your starters. So what comes behind that?
Do you think along that lines that because it seems like a lot of times there's the right mentality with this team when it comes to drafting and adding depth. Like, let's take Mozzie. Didn't turn into the player you thought. You drafted a tight end a few years ago when you had a decent tight end room, pretty good tight end room. So the thought process is there. Let's get to a place where we can use multiple tight ends. Seems like the players don't quite live up to what you want them to be, and then
But Schoonmaker, to your point,
yeah.
Let's take Schoonmaker for example, right?
He is the example.
He wasn't a starter at Michigan.
Right.
He didn't have big production numbers at Michigan.
Right. But my question to that is, when you figure that out, regardless of what reason it is, misidentified talent, whatever it is, it's almost like we give up on that position and go, we got the guy, we're going to ride it out for 3 years anyway, and then we're going to go concentrate somewhere else, instead of going, we got Mozzie in here and we knew before the season started we may be in trouble. Let's go get another guy. It's like we almost ride these players out until we're paying them. We might as well just leave it and go to another position.
That part of it, but then the other part of it is that you begin to have such great needs, because you go, well, we need a defensive tackle, but have you seen your left tackle lately? Right? And now you go, oh my God, we got to get a left tackle. And so you say, well, we can't pour quite that many resources into this position,
so
because
you kind of spread mediocrity everywhere instead of hitting on a big one, right?
Right. So now you're trying to address these needs by I said this last week, by overcorrecting. Mm-hmm. And then what ends up happening is you swung and you swung and you swung, and now you have mediocrity spread across elite positions that you need. You see what I'm saying? Like, so now it's like, well, what do we do now? And then now you sit back and we're in this situation. In 2026, guess where we're going to be at in 2026? In a major deficit for a major need in a lot of places. Mm-hmm. You have a major need at linebacker. You have a major need at defensive end. You have a major need at safety. You have a major need at cornerback. And maybe you now, I wouldn't say a major, but you got a problem at left tackle. You can say whatever you want. You have a problem at left tackle. That's a problem. So now there's 5 positions, 4 of which you have a major need from. The only 2 spots right now that you probably don't have a major need at: quarterback, receiver, D tackle. Because it all depends on what Javonte decides to do in the offseason. Mm-hmm. If he decides to go and run that number up and feel like he gets more money, or someone else says, you know what, we value you, we're going to pay you more money, guess what? You got a running back problem now. Because what you're going to bring back, Malik Davis, cool. That's a nice little addition. Malik Davis is not a starter. You make Malik Davis a starter, you'll be now back to looking around for something to replace that. He's not a starter. We don't know what Phil Maffa is, and clearly Jaden Blue can't get on the field.
Yeah.
So you might be stuck. So now how do you address all of that?
Mm-hmm. You address it with time. You address it with.
Ain't not much time.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Dak it may not fulfill its Dak purpose. I understand. You're looking at your quarterback, but we can overcorrect. You talked about it. We can start trying to overcorrect. Or when we going in this draft, it's 2 things you cannot draft. You cannot draft an injured player, and don't reach down into the second half of the second round when it's a player maybe sitting right there. Yes, he may be.
No problem. We don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
We don't have a second round pick.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
We don't have a second round pick.
We are known to go pick a guy that's way down in the second round, that's got a second round grade, and put him up to a first. No. If a guy is there, if he a safety, if he a corner, if he's a lineman, either side, get that guy. Fellas, I've been saying it for the last year and a half. It ain't no quick fix here. You can listen to it. It ain't no quick fix.
But I think
no quick. You said resources. Anybody that's close, you better jump the fence and put it all in. If you're close, because next year ain't promised. You
correct.
said it. But you got to at least have something that's promising. What's promising? Tell me what's promising. We got 2 great wide receivers. We got a way better average quarterback than most people in this league. Where do we dominate at? Where do we each team, for you fans that hate other teams that's winning, go find out. They have dominating factors. They have dominating. Where do we dominate? Tell me. And then if we dominate somewhere, then we can go help another position. Where do we dominate?
Think about that. We'll take a break. See if you guys have an answer. When we come back, the second segment, Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
At Batteries Plus, we don't just sell batteries, we recycle them too. So don't toss your old ones. They're packed with critical materials we can reuse. Come in and recycle old lithium batteries found in your power tools, power banks, wearables, and small electronics. You'll score a chance to win Cowboys tickets, a VIP experience, and more. Join America's team and recycle with Batteries Plus, the official battery recycling partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
How about them Cowboys? And how about them Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls? Keep your game day celebrations going with real eggs, potatoes, cheese, and our savory Jimmy Dean sausage. And with 22 grams of protein per serving, you'll have enough energy to power you from early morning to the final whistle. The no-hassle, ready-in-minutes prep makes it easy. Just heat, eat, and cheer on those Cowboys. Get yours today. Jimmy Dean brand is proud to be the official protein of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com.
Blockchain!
Thank you, blockchain.com. I'd like to pat myself on the back.
Okay. Don't hurt your shoulder.
I had the Cowboys 31, Washington 21. Missed it by 3 points. And would also like to give credit where credit is due. Jesse, stat of the week came true again. Johnson did not have over 225 yards passing. He had 198. And Nate, for the first time ever, gave us a stat of the week. And it came true. If we have over 150 yards rushing, they win. You said, and 5 yards a carry. Close enough. 4.8. We'll round up.
We'll round up.
211 total.
But now, a quick caveat to that is everybody, including Dan Quinn himself, say if you rush 150 yards, you got me. He just get that up. All right, if you get 150. I mean, he was here, 150. We lost. You go 150. Atlanta, he lost. Yeah, that's easy there.
So not quite the day you would like to have for your, what is he, $40 million a year quarterback?
60.
60?
Yeah.
Was that, where did I get 40 from?
I don't know where you got 40.
Is that what I'm thinking that George Pickens is going to get?
They would have loved to have him at 40. Yeah. They missed that window to have him at 40.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
They missed that window.
Should have had him at 40. Got him at 60. What did he have? Sacks, 6 times?
6 times.
And got hit
11?
12, really.
So the question is, should he have even been playing? Or was this one of those games where it's like, hey, man, it's Christmas. He's missing his kid's first Christmas. He's like, try to take me off the field.
Right.
Who's going to take my helmet? Like, is this maybe second guessing that the day after the game? Probably a little sore. But
I think at halftime they probably was like,
bruh.
Hey.
21 to whatever then.
You good with, you good with coming out?
Yeah, like I guess they were looking like, because some of them sacks, you saw it hurt.
Yeah.
Some of them sacks, it was some big dudes that was
This was the middle of our offense giving it up.
What happened to
Is that because
oh, well, you took the guy that was in the middle of your offense and you moved him outside. And he gave up one outside too.
Yeah.
But, you all of a sudden now your interior comes a little bit weaker.
Yeah. Brother, I'm going to tell you.
Funny how that happens. You take the all pro that from your interior, move him outside, and all of a sudden your interior now becomes weaker. That math is simple.
You cannot do that. I was with Shotty. I rolled with you. I rolled with you for 2 weeks. Take that man, put him back at left guard. I'm serious.
Experiments over.
I center. Okay, he's average. He's average to good. He's got a little more learning to do. I think we know who he is. Don't play no games. You can't be weak everywhere. You cannot be weak everywhere, bruh. And I posed this question through this whole draft process. Tell me that the best player available is not the way to go for the Dallas Cowboys, because when you can tell me where we're dominant at, then I'll start believing you. You got to tell me where we're dominant at. Chris, tell me where we're dominant at. I just want to know so I can go to harping that we don't need this. Oh, we don't need this. Just tell me where we're dominant at. Jesse, please.
I mean, dominant, I don't think there's anywhere that we're dominant. Like I said before, I think quarterback, we're fine.
Yes.
Right? Like we have a top 10 quarterback.
Right.
We're good.
Right.
Receiver, you have the top duo, if not the top, then the second best duo in the league.
That's right.
If one stays.
If one stays.
Right.
Right. You're good. And I think you have a much better interior defensive line than you had in a long time.
Yes, you do.
With Quinnen and Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not dominant there, right? Because teams still kind of run the ball at you. They still kind of, you don't create that much.
The thing is with defenses, I think we're looking for here, Jesse, is can you give us a stop? And that's one thing they did as the season when we got Quinnen. They gave us a few stops.
Yeah.
Because at first it wasn't enough.
Right.
So now we get another defensive lineman. Okay, maybe we can get 2 or 3 extra stops. Maybe you can go from 28 because you went from 32 to 28. Maybe you can jump up to 14 or 15 if you get another. And I know that's a big jump. But the bottom line is
you probably need like a really good pass rusher to do.
Yeah, the bottom line is this, fellas.
Be nice.
We owe it to our fans to be what we have already named Jesse with his several names, that they have the voice of reason. We got to stay this show the voice of reason. We can't get out there and go to Holland 5 weeks into this process. Well, we need this. Come on, bro. Stop. We already done decided. We need everything except the quarterback. And if he stayed, the wide receivers.
Yeah.
So you think if he stayed. The brother went from a name to if he stayed.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle. You need defensive tackles, or are they?
We got 2 of them. I don't know if we're gonna
Keep it
but
there.
we got 3 of them.
Yeah, we good. We're good at defensive
yeah.
tackle.
You can't spend more there. You
You can't
got
spend more
nothing.
there.
Not on the ends.
But you got to get something outside. Like and as formidable and productive as Jadeveon Clowney has been, that's another indictment. That's another indictment on talking about roster building. Jadeveon Clowney, 33 years old.
Mercenary.
Didn't do anything all offseason. No OTA, no mini camp, no nothing. No training camp. He was signed week 2? Week 2? What did they sign him?
Week 3.
I don't think he played till the 4th.
They signed him week 2, Chris.
Yeah.
And then he didn't play till week 4.
Right.
And then by week 6, he was telling Shotty, hey, dog, I need to be starting. Hey, dog. He told you, hey, they ain't better than me.
I listened to Nate when he called in during training camp saying, y'all better be careful.
The 33-year-old.
What did he say?
Came to y'all, and after being here for a week and a half, 2 weeks, assessed the room, watched some film, saw him at practice, and had to go tell Shotty, hey, dog, listen, I know you splitting this time with me here. I know you kind of want me to, hey, dog, I'm better than them. I got to get more playing time. Now, when he got it, he showed that he had the ability to do certain things, right? Still stop the run, still at least get pressure. I mean, him and James Houston finished the year. I think they both had 5.5 sacks.
Yeah.
So right now they're tied at sacks. So, but the 33-year-old who did nothing in the offseason was your best player Think about it. Outside of Quentin Williams.
Yeah, on the edge.
On your defense.
Yeah.
Who was better? Quentin, one. Maybe you could say Kenny. Maybe. But the two oldest dudes, Kenny and Jadeveon, on your entire defense. I don't think Overshown didn't get enough snaps in to kind of qualify himself, but, not Fowler, not Williams. Not Ezeraku. Not Kenneth from Oklahoma.
Marifau.
Not Leafau. Not none of the DBs.
No.
Talk about, again, Jadeveon Clowney can't be your best player. Jadeveon Clowney can't be your best edge rusher. Can't.
I mean, he can.
Yeah,
he was. Right. He shouldn't be.
Right.
He shouldn't be. This is a guy, Jadeveon, at this point in time in Jadeveon Clowney's career, this is a guy who would be an absolute perfect rotational piece.
Yeah.
Almost a specialist in the sense. You know what I'm saying? How they do Von Miller and, hey, you third downs, brother. Maybe get you in there on some second downs. But for you to have a chance at creating any type of pass rush and tackles for losses from the outside, you have to rely on a 33-year-old dude. And now if you resign him to come back next year, which I don't know if he wants, he says the right things. I want to come back here, yada, yada, yada.
Want some training camp.
But he going to do what he did. Jadeveon Clowney's going to do what he's always done. He's going to get to the offseason. He's going to sit back and go, eeny, meeny, miny, and I'm going to go pick a contender. Because he understands I don't got a couple more years left. Yeah. I'm going to go find a contender. Or whoever gives me the most cash. This year was the least amount of money that he got in his career in 1 year.
Wow.
The bottom line is this. Just think of the comment that he made. He said, this is the best place to be. This is the dreamland. He came in and saw the training table, how he was treated. He like, man, I can play another 3 years here. But the people that's here don't even realize how good they got it, how great it can be, and especially if you ball out. Just think about that. You got one of the top 3 places that treat you the greatest. And you come here and you lay down.
And Jadeveon and they ain't going to put nobody in front of me.
They already got it. They're here.
Yeah.
They already got the perks.
Already been anointed. All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, final segment of Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
At Batteries Plus, we don't just sell batteries, we recycle them too. So don't toss your old ones. They're packed with critical materials we can reuse. Come in and recycle old lithium batteries found in your power tools, power banks, wearables, and small electronics. You'll score a chance to win Cowboys tickets, a VIP experience, and more. Join America's team and recycle with Batteries Plus, the official battery recycling partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
welcome back to Hanging with the Boys. Final segment, always brought to you by 7-Eleven, open 24/7. Who had the best game offensively for the Cowboys? Speaking of open 24/7.
Malik Davis.
Yeah.
First 100-yard game, right?
100-yard
Rushing.
Yeah.
Does that give him? Does that give? Let me. Not him. Does that give the team pause to go? We don't necessarily have to sign Williams. I think we got the guy here. We just haven't given him a chance. Is that something you're worried about?
There you go.
That's the way around here, right?
There you go.
No. You propose the question, you answer it, because that's what we've been talking about for the last 35 minutes. So you ask the question.
If it's me, I'm re-signing Pickens. I'm re-signing Williams. I'm finding the money. I'm going and drafting all defense in the draft, and I'm going to spend money in free agents. I'm going all in.
If it's the best player, if draft the defensive player, if it's the best player.
Yeah, because I'm fine with an offensive lineman if it's the best player.
Yeah.
But I'm going all in. Like you have the pieces in place on offense. Offensive line, you need a little bit of help. Okay, let's go get somebody in free agency. I have two. Jesse said it. The best wide receiver duo in the league. I have a top 5 quarterback now in Dak. I have a top 10 running back in the backfield with a good supporting piece behind. I'm good on offense. Yeah. I'm going all in on defense. I'm going to fill the gaps, which I don't know. That would be the only thing is like, do I have enough money and enough collateral to fill all the gaps this year?
As a right,
I would try.
They can always play with the cap, obviously. But right now they're minus $35 million in cap space for next year.
Yeah, but
they'll redo Dak. They'll redo CD. They'll make space and
Diggs, but Steele.
Can they?
You can Jesse talks about it all the time. You can push that. You can find the money. Now you're gonna have to cash the check eventually.
Yeah.
But you can write the check next year.
Will you invest $10-12 million or whatever it is on Williams, or will you invest that on a defensive help?
See, here's the thing about like Javonte, and we all know Javonte Williams is a Tar Heel. You know I'm biased and I love him. There's nothing special about Javonte. Not a special back. You can find another Javonte in free agency. Hope that they stay healthy. And, honestly, like look around the league. Yeah, it's you'd love to have a Derrick Henry, but I mean, in the right system, the Bears running back Hufunga's just fine. 7th round pick. There are a countless number of guys who were R.J. Harvey in Denver, late round pick. Again, the you don't have to go and get the what's the kid in the Rodriguez kid. There's a bunch of different guys around this league who weren't high draft picks who are doing just fine in the right system. Now, it would be great to have a Christian McCaffrey, sure. A boy named in Buffalo, Cook, sure. Derrick Henry, sure. But you don't have to invest that amount of money to go and get a guy that's productive if you have the right system for him.
I'm good with bringing another Javonte in. Doesn't have to be Javonte if he wants too much money. But give me a guy. I don't want to go into the season with just Malik Davis and who knows what behind him.
Right.
Like give me a good, solid running back like Javonte. If he wants too much money, I'm good with going and getting somebody else. But give me another one.
Right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. But when you start trying to, like the old saying is, you get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
So when you try to go out and to get these players for a set price, right? Kenneth from Oklahoma, $7 million. Right now. That's it. There's no pushing it down the line. There's no anything coming on the back end. 1 year, $7 million. We can account for that right now. That goes into the cap. That number is there. I can now, how much I'm willing to spend? All right, I'm willing to spend $20 million. Cool. 7 right there goes to him. Let's go and get another guy. $4 million. $4 million goes to him. $6 million goes to him. All right, we're at $17 million. And I get one. So that is like those numbers are hard numbers. Those aren't numbers that go down the line. Now, those players, what you're paying for is what you're going to get. You're paying for a Kenneth Murray, 1 year, $7 million is exactly what you're going to get. The play that you get right now. Or you could do like the other good teams are doing. And you can go get a plus player or a really, really good player, and you can go, player going to cost me $21 million. Now, year 1 might be 4. Year 2 might be 4 again. Year 3, hey, it'll be $13 million. You know what I'm saying? But if year 1 and 2 we get to the NFC Championship game, we pay the 13 later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We pay the 13 later. If that means that it got us to a specific place. And so that's how you can go and do what we see teams like the Rams and Philadelphia do, is that you can go get a bunch of those plus players and go, hey, our window is 3 years.
The check doesn't cash for 3 years.
Now, when we get to that 3rd year, we better have a plan, right?
Like the Rams, they just sold their whole team.
But how you supplement that is in the process of this all. Now I can slow play my younger guys into position, so that now when I have to tell those other guys in year 3, you gotta go, I now move those guys in there. If I have to do a reboot or a reset, I reset with those guys, start the process all over again. And now I go get those other guys for another 3 more years. And now I'll bump them into play next year. And now year 1, they're 4. Year 2, they're 4. Year 3, they're 13. All the while, as I'm getting these younger players developed and going, 1 or 2 of them going to hit. So guess what I got now? I don't have to go and spend that money anymore because that guy hit. Now he's my starter, who's still on a rookie deal for at least 2 more years. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how they get it. Now, of course, yes, you're eventually going to have to come pay the piper. But if paying the piper means we get to a place that we haven't gotten to in 30 years,
yeah, it's worth it.
It's worth it. And then we figure it out when we get there. Because even that 13 can be dressed up and moved around again if we needed to. You know what I'm saying? Add a little on it. Signing bonus, add a couple more years onto it. We got it for 3 more. Year 1, because we give them a signing bonus. Now year 1, $3 million. Year 2, $5 million. Year 3, 17. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you can play around with the numbers and manipulate this thing to get teams that are way more of a threat in the long game than what we've had here. And like, you know,
but first, Jesse, I love it, man, and you give hope. But first, you got to get the players. You have to get the players. And more to your point is, when free agency start now, I'm gonna remind y'all, if we're not in the first 3 weeks of heavy free agency, and we go into this 4th week, and y'all hear these people say, we got a bargain. Remember when we played Philadelphia and when we play Seattle, or if we play the Rams, he's a bargain. That's why he's getting ran over.
We got the Rams next year.
He's a bargain.
We got the Rams next year.
When you pay for bargain, you get bargain. Okay? And then you get a team full of guys where we saying, man, we missed the playoffs. Man, let's get excited about the draft again. You can't keep going down the bargain road. I promise you. The bargain road gonna get you the middle of the road, and that's just the bottom line. You go by, something. I don't know who our sponsor is, so I was gonna use a chip. Potato chip.
Just for reference, you're talking about you kind of better have at least a good offensive line, because the team that you're gonna play on the road next year, you're going to Seattle, You're going to LA, the Rams. You got to go see. You got to go down to Houston with that defense. You get San Fran at home. Fred Warner will be healthy by then. And then you also have, I don't know what the coach is, but then you have Green Bay as well. So you'll have to face Green Bay again.
We go to
Depending on we got to go to Lambeau.
Those are all road games.
Except San Fran. Seattle, you got Philly, New York, Washington, of course. Seattle, LA, Houston, Indianapolis, Green Bay are all on the road. At home, you got your three, and then you got San Fran, Arizona. Can't count them as a loss anymore, as a win anymore. You got the Titans, you got Jacksonville, and then you have the second place of the NFC South. So whoever the two NFC South teams.
They're playing in to see who wins that division. So it's Carolina against
Tampa.
Tampa,
right?
Okay, yeah. So you got those two.
So whoever loses that game, you get.
Yeah, which, used to think Carolina was a win until we came to town and turned their season around for them.
We got to get two then, because if we only play one of them, that's only 16 games.
So what?
We have to play two NFC South teams, right?
No, NFC North is one, and the AFC North, which would be the loser of Baltimore and who's Baltimore playing? Pittsburgh, yeah.
Okay.
You get the loser of that.
Okay, so we get one of those coming home. So we'll have the winner of those two and then one of the other ones.
The loser.
Excuse me.
Good stuff. Or is it? Tomorrow is Tuesday. Cowboys offense.
No, we'll do that.
We're
off Thursday.
Yeah, we're off Thursday and Friday.
And Friday? Yeah, we'll just,
do whatever y'all want to do, man.
Cowboys offense.
I'll let you tell you, Nate, right now, I got you, Nate. Don't worry about it.
You didn't even talk last week. You would have had.
I had you. I didn't get to it. I was ready.
Maybe we won't talk football tomorrow. Tune in to find out. Jesse, good stuff as always. Nate, good stuff. Kurt, glad you got your jersey. Thanks for being on time.
Thank you, young lady who brought his jersey. What's her name?
Miss K.
Miss K.
Thank you, Miss K, very
Thank you,
much.
Miss K.
Thank you for listening to the show every
Miss K
day.
be locked in. We appreciate you, Miss K. You be locked in with the boys.
And having Kurt's back.
Yeah.
Josh, thanks for keeping him company. Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. Tomorrow, Cowboys off. Who are we even playing? The Giants?
And who's playing for them?
Dart? Is Dart back?
That's about it.
Yeah.
Give us Jameis.
That defense, those guys.
Jameis would be fun.
Jameis would be real fun.
Would be fun.
Let's just pray they defense.
Maybe he'll play tight end.
Let's pray they defense already got their
sign him
bonus
here
money.
this offseason.
You know how to say if I get an extra sack, let's pray these guys
Social
already got
definitely
all these
like him.
sacks.
Chris, do us a favor. We can't talk about that.
Yeah.
If he ever wound up on this team, would you do me a favor and make sure he's mic'd up every single game?
I thought you were going to say get him on the show.
That too. That would be amazing.
Be fun.
All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Hanging with the boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?